Okay, okay, okay. So now we'll start our today's session. So hello everyone, welcome. So basically, this is our total 7 days online training program on Google Earth Engine platform. Not only for the 7 days, after completing the total 7 days live training session, when you face any problem regarding any issue, you can get the lifetime teaching support for any remote sensing issue on Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so first of all, I will discuss about our full course content. So after completing the total 7 days online training program, what you will learn. So all of those things I will try to discuss one by one. So just I simply share my screen. Okay, so now can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also get the recorded video class. So after that, you can also get the recorded, no problem. Okay, so basically, first of all, I try to discuss about that our full course syllabus. So after completing the total 7 days online training program, what you will learn, all of these things I try to discuss, then move to our today's first day's class. So basically, in this online training program, we are just mainly focused the beginners who don't have any knowledge about that programming or Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, there is the totally zero knowledge in the programming sector as well as also Google Earth Engine platform. So I hope after completing the total 7 days online training program, you are able to do any types of remote sensing analysis using Google Earth Engine platform very quickly and efficiently. You can easily do it. So mainly in this online training program, we are just covering the land use, land cover mapping, as well as also land use, land cover change detection analysis, as well as how we can easily perform the air quality monitoring, as well as also time series analysis, calculating indices, how we can easily apply the different types of machine learning algorithm such as supervised, unsupervised. So a lot of things I will try to cover. So here you can see the syllabus about the course content. So first step, basically introduction to the Google Earth Engine platform, then how to use the JavaScript and Python API, and we also talk about that a basic principle of the JavaScript syntax as well as Python. So if you have done knowledge about that programming or Python or JavaScript programming, that is don't worry about that. So you will learn all of those programming languages one by one, and then you can easily learn how to implement this type of programming language in Google Earth Engine platform and do the lot of remote sensing analysis. Okay, and how we can get the server to execute our code, and how to importing the raster and vector data from the local storage as well as the Google Earth Engine dataset, how we can easily filtering the attribute table. Okay. And secondly, we also talk about that how to filtering and displaying the satellite images. It can be Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or other types of satellite images, how we can easily filtering and displaying the satellite images. After that, satellite composite, how we can easily use the different types of band combination. Finally, how we can easily export the satellite imagery, mainly Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, and how to import, filter, reduce, clip, and display the raster data in Google Earth Engine platform. How we can easily make the time series chart, different types of indices. It can be NDVI, NDWI, or SAVI, or any other index. How we can easily make the time series chart using Google Earth Engine platform. As well as we also talk about the how we can easily export the shape file from the Google Earth Engine platform. And third day, we also talk about that how we can easily calculating the any indices from the satellite images using the Landsat or Sentinel. It can be VCI, TCI, or VSI, any other kinds of indices, how we can easily calculate using the Landsat or Sentinel imagery. As well as how we can easily filtering the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery and monitor the NWI or NDVI, as well as how we can easily apply the thresholding technique. Okay, and extract the different types of feature from the surface. It can be water, vegetation, or other things, any other things, as well as NDVI, NWI, SAVI, or any other indices. How you can easily make the time series chart using the Landsat or Sentinel imagery. How to export any shapefile from the Google Earth Engine platform, and how to add the gradient, legend, and title on your Google Earth Engine platform, and how to calculate NWI from the MODIS and Landsat data. We talk about that. And fourth number, we also talk about that how to remove cloud and haze from the satellite imagery. Mainly when you want to work for the rainy season or wet season, we find out a lot of cloud on our satellite images. In Google Earth Engine platform, we can easily remove this type of cloud and haze and get the very clear satellite imagery. Landsat Sentinel, both of how we can easily get the very clear satellite imagery for removing the cloud and haze. We also talk about that, and how we can easily visualize the TEM data, mainly digital elevation model data, and then you make the slope map, aspect map, or hill shape map, or other types of map. How we can easily use the TEM data. You talk about that. We talk about the land surface temperature monitoring using the Landsat imagery as well as also MODIS satellite imagery. Then how to calculate average, maximum, minimum NDVI, not only for the NDVI. Using this process, you can easily calculate for the others index also for calculating the pixel value, average pixel value, minimum pixel value, maximum pixel value for any specific region. And how to make monthly. So mainly in this time, we talk about the evapotranspiration. But using the same approach, you can easily create for any monthly time series chart. Okay. And fifth, we talk about that air quality monitoring, all parameters which are available for the Sentinel-5 satellite imagery, mainly carbon monoxide, methane, formaldehyde, as well as nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So these type of gases, how we can easily access and then make the density map, as well as also download the data as a time series chart in CSV file format, as well as how to calculate the total emission of nitrogen dioxide or any specific gases using the Google Earth Engine platform, and how we can easily use the ArcMap software to make the research paper map using the Google Earth Engine and ArcMap. So basically, in Google Earth Engine platform, it's provide you just as a tip image. Okay, so using this tip image, we have also need to further creation of map. We have to use the ArcMap software. Okay, I also show you this process how you can easily create the arc maps using the arc map software, how you can easily create the different types of map. And sixth, we talk about the machine learning in Google Earth Engine platform, how you can easily apply the different types of machine learning, supervised, unsupervised, as well as also supervised classification such as random forest, classification regulatory support vector machine, minimum distance. So this type of classifier, how we can easily use and make the land use land cover classification map, as well as we also talk about the accuracy assessment using Google Earth Engine platform, such as kappa accuracy, overall accuracy, producer accuracy, consumer accuracy. So this type of accuracy, how we can easily calculate, as well as calculate land use land cover class area, how to add the legend on your land use land cover map, and finally how we can easily export the land use land cover map and make the research paper map using ArcMap software. And mainly seven, we talk about that how we can easily make the change detection. So mainly land use land cover change detection, NDVI change detection, or LST change detection for different time period, how we can easily talk about that, as well as you also talk about the hyperparameter tuning to improving our accuracy on your machine learning model. Suppose when you want to make the land use land cover classification map, if you did not get the better accuracy, then we are use the different types of method. So hyperparameter tuning is one kind of method. We can use the hyperparameter tuning and then improve our accuracy. We shall talk about that. Okay. And after completing this online training program, we provide some assignment. You can easily get all of those assignment in our Google Classroom, as well as you can get all of the slide PDF. You can get all of those practice code, as well as also get the recorded video class. If you miss any all live training session, then you can easily cover using the recorded video class, as well as you also get the lifetime teaching support. But actually, as a beginner, so when you want to learn the Google Earth Engine platform, you face a lot of problems. So that's why you need to the continuously support. So that's why in this time we are provide the lifetime teaching support. We already create our WhatsApp group, as well as already create our about the Google Classroom. Okay, so when you face any problem regarding any issue about your code, you can simply post your problem. Then as soon as possible, you can get the feedback and also get the solution. So that's why Google Earth Engine platform is a continuously learning process. So that's why you need the lifetime teaching support. So when you face any problem, you need to the guide how we can easily get the solution about this problem. Okay. So basically, these are full syllabus. Okay. So we try to cover all of this part within 7 days. So so when you face any confusion or have any question, you can simply open your mic and ask me, no problem. Okay, so now let's go. So just I simply open my first slide. So first of all, here anyone have any experience using the Google Earth Engine platform before? Any experience to use it platform? So anyone? Okay. Okay. So have any experience using the programming or coding such as Python or JavaScript? Okay, okay, there is no problem about that. So basically, in this online training program, I just focus only for the beginners and try to start from the beginners level. And step by step, I will discuss all of those things. So that's why I hope you can easily catch up all of those things. Okay, so let's. So basically, today is our first day. So mainly today, I talk about that how introduction to the Google Earth Engine platform, then learn the basic principles of JavaScript syntax, and then we talk about the client and server object. It's very important for the learn the Google Earth Engine platform and how we can get the server to execute our code. We talk about that and how to importing raster and vector data from the Google Earth in local storage as well as Google Earth Engine dataset and filtering attribute table. How we can easily filtering the attribute table and how we can easily use the different types of band combination and how to import, filter, reduce, clip, and display data in Google Earth Engine platform. So first of all, introduction to the Google Earth Engine platform. So basically, what's the Google Earth Engine? Then what's the application of Google Earth Engine? How does the work? And what's the advantage of using the Google Earth Engine? And how we can easily start the tool. So first of all, Google Earth Engine, it is a totally cloud-based platform. So it is a cloud-based platform for geospatial analysis. And every cloud-based platform have a own server. Suppose Facebook is a cloud-based, YouTube is a cloud-based. So all of those cloud-based platform has their own server. Suppose when you want to upload a photo, mainly it is stored at the Facebook server. When you upload a video on YouTube, mainly it stored it in YouTube server. So all of those cloud-based platform has a own server. Okay. In this time, Google Earth Engine platform is a totally cloud-based platform. So that's why Google Earth Engine platform have a own server. So in this Google Earth Engine server, we can easily access all of those data. So in the Google Earth Engine server, we can easily access over 40 years of satellite imagery. Not only for satellite imagery, all of those data set, it can be raster, vector, all of those data set we can easily access from the Google Earth Engine server. And Google Earth Engine platform is a totally cloud-based platform. So that's why when you want to use the Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of software such as ArcMap or QGIS software or ENVI software or TargetSet software. In this time, we are not downloading any types of software because it's a totally cloud-based platform. Okay, and every cloud-based platform has a own server, and in this time, Google Earth Engine has also a own server. And in this server, stored all of those satellite imagery, all of those data catalog, all of those things will be stored in the Google Earth Engine server. And in this time, you can easily upload your own data set in this server and also work with that. Suppose you download the high resolution satellite imagery by suppose sport satellite imagery or Maxar satellite imagery. So this type of satellite imagery, if you want, you can easily upload on Google Earth Engine platform and you can also work with that. As well as you can easily apply the different types of algorithm in your data. It can be raster or vector data. You can simply apply different types of algorithm. And finally, you can get the export, the image, table, chart, map, or any other output you can easily export from the Google Earth Engine platform. So mainly Google Earth Engine platform is a totally cloud-based platform. And using the Google Earth Engine platform, we can easily access the 40 years of satellite imagery, as well as you can easily upload your own data set mainly high resolution satellite imagery, export satellite imagery, maxer satellite imagery. So this type of high resolution satellite imagery you can easily upload on Google Earth Engine platform and use the Google Earth Engine algorithm to your data. And finally, you can easily export the image, table, chart, and map output you can easily get from the Google Earth Engine platform. So application. So there's a lot of application. So mainly all of those remote sensing application we can easily do using the Google Earth Engine platform very quickly and efficiently. Any kind of application of remote sensing we can easily do. So here I mentioned some applications such as detecting deforestation we can easily do using the Google Earth Engine platform. Classifying land use and land cover mapping we can also do. Estimating forest biomass and carbon. Mapping the world's roadless areas we can also do. Assessment of the plant health status. Air quality monitoring. Then water quality monitoring. Then flood mapping and damage assessment. Drought monitoring. Burn severity mapping, and so on, as well as also LST monitoring. Okay, so here I mentioned some application, but any kinds of remote sensing application we can easily do using this Google Earth Engine platform. First of all, we should know about the algorithm. What's the algorithm about my project? Okay, then according to this algorithm, you can simply write your code. Then you can easily get the result. So any kind of remote sensing application we can easily do using the Google Earth Engine platform very quickly and efficiently. And Google Earth Engine focused on society's biggest challenges such as deforestation, then drought, then climate change, then disaster, diseases, then global food security, sustainability. Why this is important? So in this time, Google Earth Engine platform, mainly when you want to do for the big geospatial data analysis, you must come in Google Earth Engine platform. Suppose you want to make the land use land cover classification map for the whole world or whole country boundary of Bangladesh at the same time. So you must come in Google Earth Engine platform. Without, if use the traditional way, suppose you want to use your dark map software or QGIS software. So first of all, you need to download the satellite images from the different sources. You need to download the satellite images, tiles by tiles. You need to download the satellite images. And then you need to merge all of the satellite images, as well as you also need to do a lot of correction, atmospheric correction, lot of things you need to apply. But in Google Earth Engine platform, you don't need to download any types of satellite images. We can easily access all of the satellite images from here without downloading. Just we write the code, satellite images come. And then we are use this satellite image for different types of remote sensing analysis. So first of all, it reduces your time to the analysis. We can easily access petabytes of data using the in Google Earth Engine platform. And in this Google Earth Engine platform, we are use the some new feature. Using this feature, we can easily remove the cloud and haze from the satellite images and get the very clear satellite images. And it's a platform where we can do for the global data analysis. And what's the pros and cons of using the Google Earth Engine platform? So basically, it is a lot of pros. First of all, you don't need to download any types of satellite imagery. It can be Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or any other types of satellite imagery. You don't need to download. We can easily access all of the satellite imagery from the Google Earth Engine data catalog, and we can easily access 2 petabytes of data or more on the way. And its computing power is very fast. Okay, so at the same time, lot of data set we can easily calculating and we can get the result very fast. And it also some cons is that you need to know some programming language. Okay, so in this time I will teach you all of this programming language which you want to need to learn the Google Earth Engine platform. So I will cover this part, as well as it also depend on your internet connection. If your internet connection is not so good, then you face some problem for your running the code. You face some problem. So internet connection must be need to good, as well as it's mainly primary focus on raster based imagery, and it lack of mature and detailed documentation. But in this online training program, I will provide you all of those documentation so that you can easily learn all of those things one by one of Google Earth Engine platform and apply in your research work. So mainly how does the work? So mainly Google Earth Engine platform, we already know about that it's a cloud-based platform. Okay, so it is a cloud-based platform. So that's why in this time we don't need to download any types of software. It is a totally cloud computing or web processing. So in this time we don't need to download any types of software. So mainly in this time we write the code. This code send a message to the Art Engine server. In a matter of second, this server send you response. Suppose you need a Landsat image. Suppose you need the Landsat image for Dhaka city, month of January, year of 2023. So you can simply write the code and set all of those conditions. So this code send a message in Art Engine server. In a matter of second, this server send you response. Mainly it give you the satellite image of Dhaka city. We can easily get. And this is the main website about the artengine.google.org. And accessibility must be online. When you want to use the Google Earth Engine platform, you must be connect with your online. And for using their code editor, you just need to registration. Okay, so in this time I hope here all of you already complete this part for the registration with your valid Google account, and then you can easily get to access their code editor. So I hope here all of you already complete this part for the registration. Okay, is it complete or not for registration? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay. It's very simple process, just simple registration with your valid Google account. Then you can easily access their to use their code editor. Okay, and your competence must be online. It mainly image processing and visualization. It will be work. It raster or vector bot of that as you can easily work with that platform. And so mainly it's the registration process. So simply go to this website at artengine.google.com and click on the sign up button. Then simply sign in your Google account. If you have institutional email, then you can simply put it. Or if you don't have an institutional email, then simply put the normal email. There is no problem. And simply sign up this form, fill up this form carefully. And this question is very important. What would you like to accomplish with Art Engine? Try to make the 5 to 10 sentence, all of this question answer. And then I agree and I am interested, click on here, I am not robot, then submit. Then if you are successfully registration, then you can check your email. You can get the this type of email from the Art Engine authority. So you can get that now. You have to access the Art Engine code editor. Okay, so when you click on this code link, Art Engine code editor, or if you simply go to this link, code.artengine.google.com. Okay, so simply go to this link, code.artengine.google.com. Then it appears this type of interface. So it's the Art Engine JavaScript API code editor. So in this code editor, we can write only the JavaScript programming. Okay, it's not supported the Python. Okay, so basically it is the code editor, and this code editor we can write only for the JavaScript programming, and it's not supported the Python. For the Python, we have to create the another environment or another IDE. In this time, it's only this code editor supported the JavaScript. So just I simply open this code editor and try to show you that all of those things. So I simply go to this link, code.artengine.google.com. So now it automatically, you can see here, which email I want to use in here. So in this time I use the first email. So just I simply continue because I use this email to registration. Okay, so now it appeared, you can see my code editor. So now in this code editor, I can write my code, and this code editor, mainly it's called the JavaScript API code editor. In this code editor, we can write only for the JavaScript API, JavaScript programming language, not Python. So here in this time, I talk about the user interface of this code editor. So mainly here we can get the total 4 panel. So here you can see that it's called the middle panel. It's called the middle panel, or it also called the editor panel. So editor panel, we mean write our code. Suppose I simply write it print. So in this time, it's called the editor panel. Okay, editor panel, mainly we write our code and edit our code. Okay, and here you can see the run button. So when I run, it execute. Also you can see the short keyword control plus enter on your keyboard. So you can click on here, or you can simply press control and enter, then it will be execute. Okay, and here you can see the right panel. Here I can get the total three tab: inspector, console, and task tab. So first of all, console tab. So mainly console tab printing your output. Suppose in this time you can see I print this hello world, it will be show the result under the console tab. So all time when you want to print anything, suppose I use at the print function, so now this result I get in under the console tab all time. Suppose you print anything, it can be chart, it can be anything, it can be animation or anything. So when you use the print, this outcome we can get under the console tab all time. Then inspector tab. So mainly inspector tab is map querying result. It find out the map querying result. Suppose you want to add any map. It can be NDVI map or SABI map or NWI map or LULC map. Any map you can add in here. And now you want to check what is the value for a specific coordinate. So then simply click on the inspector tab. You can see this type of plus sign cursor you can get, and click on this map. It show about the what is the value for the specific coordinate. Okay, in this time, yeah, I did not add any map in here. It is the default map in here. So in this time I click on this here, I can get the longitude, latitude, and zoom level and scale about for this point. What is the coordinate about that we can get here. But when you want to add here the different types of map and you want to check what's the value for a specific coordinate, then simply click on the inspector tab and click on this map. So now it show about the what is the value for this specific coordinate. What is the value of NDVI for this specific coordinate. So mainly inspector tab working for map querying result. When you want to any map you want to add in here, you want to check what is the value for a specific coordinate. So simply click on here, then we can get the value. And default we can get only for the longitude, latitude, zoom level, and scale. And console is mainly printing your output. And task tab. So mainly task tab is managing your long running tasks. Suppose you want to upload a raster image, or you want to upload a shape file, or export a shape file, import, export, anything, any file, then it will be running. And mainly it show you the progress about your exporting and importing. So here you can see in this time it show about that this file I need the 2 minute, okay, and this file I need to the less than 1 minute, okay. So in this time it show about my progress of exporting and importing. You can import anything. It can be satellite image, or it can be shape file, it can be CSV file, or any other types of file. When you want to export or import, then our task tab will be running and show about the progress. Okay, and when I face any problem, suppose in my code I just mistake anything, then it will be not this type of, it show as a red color, okay, red alert sign. And when I click on here, then I can get about the problem. What's the problem I face? So that's why it not exporting or importing. Okay. So in this time here you can see there is a no problem. So that's why I can get this type of color, and also you can get the right sign in here. But when I face any problem in my code and I try to export or import, then it will be not export or import. I can get the some red alert sign, and it show about the what is the problem. I can get the problem in here. Okay, so mainly it's the task tab. Task tab is mainly managing a long running tasks, and it also show about the progress about your export or import any file. Okay, as well as also you can see the skip tab, docs tab, and asset tab. So mainly skip tab. Skip tab in this time here you can see here I had lot of script, because this type of script I save in here. So here you can see skip tab, mainly it saved your script which you save in here. Suppose I click on here, suppose this tiny, I simply click on here. So now this script is add in my code editor. Okay, so add in my code editor. So further I can easily edit it or modify it and click to the run, then I can get the result. So mainly this is the script tab. Script tab is managing your script which you saved. So here you can see lot of script I already saved it. So further when I need it, so simply I click on here, then I can easily get the result about that. Suppose click on here, So now this script is added in here in my code editor, and from here I can easily modify it or also edit it and get the result from here. So mainly this is the script tab. Script tab is mainly managing your script which you save. So now how I can save it? After writing your code, here you can see a save button. You can see it's a save button. Okay. So in this time I already save it. You can see the LULC with Indices, I save it. So in this time, after writing your code, you can simply click on here, save button. Or in this time I save as, and put the file name and then okay. Okay. So then this script will be saved in your file name. And further, when you can click on this file name, then it will be appeared and you can easily modify as well also work with that. Okay, so this is the process for the save of the script, how we can easily save our script. And docs tab. Docs tab mainly managing your all of those documentation. Okay, suppose all of those server function, all of those Google Earth Engine server function, we can easily access from the docs tab. You can see all of the server function you can easily access. Suppose click on here, I can get this function, and as well as we can also get about the description about this function, as well as we also get about the argument about this function. Okay, so after some time I'll also show you that how we can easily fill up this type of argument and also use this type of function. So in this time, you just remember that docs tab mainly managing your all of those documentation of the Earth Engine, and you don't need to memorize any function, because in this code editor we can easily access all of those function, what's their description as well as what's their argument. So mainly when you fill up this type of argument, then this function will be work. So that's why in this time we can easily access all of those things from the documentation tab. So that's why we don't need to memorize anything. As well as also you can see the asset tab. So mainly asset tab is mainly managing your asset which you uploaded. So here you can see here I already uploaded the different types of asset and different types of TIFF file, shape file or CSV file I already uploaded. Okay, and how I can upload this type of file I show you after some time, then you can easily get the understand. So in this time asset tab mainly managing your asset which you uploaded. You can easily upload it the CSV file or raster or vector or your boundary shape file. So these type of things you can easily upload in your asset tab. Okay, and here you can see the search bar about that. So in this time you can simply search your place and also search your data set. Suppose you can simply search your data set, suppose Modis LST. You simply search here one kind of data set, Modis LST. So here you can see all of those Modis 8-day global data set, also daily. Okay, we can get that trial land surface or equivalent surface. So all of those data set we can easily get. Also click on the more, then we can get the more data set about that. And from here we can easily choose our data and work with that. So in this time you can simply search your place as well as search your data. Not only for that, also you can see the browse data catalog. So mainly when you can click on here, then it will be open the Earth Engine public data catalog. In this Earth Engine public data catalog, we can easily access lot of data set. You can see the surface temperature data set, climate data set, atmospheric data set, weather data set, different types of imagery we can easily get from here. A lot of data set we can easily access from here, as well as a land set. So here I can get all of those land set image collection. Okay, land set 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 1, 2, 5. Also I can see the Sentinel. So all of the Sentinel image collection I can easily access from here, as well as the Modis. So all of those images we can easily access from here and work with that. And we don't need to download any types of satellite images from other sources. As well as also you can see the get link button. So mainly in this time, suppose this is the code. This code I want to share with you. So for that, you can simply click on the get link button. It's a get link button. Click on here. So now you can see it provide a link. This is the link about that. So simply you can see, click to copy link, click on here. So now you can simply share this code with other person. Then other person also access your code and get the result. So basically this is the sharing process of the code. And after completing this every class, I also mainly send you this type of code link. Okay, suppose it's your practice code link. So you can simply go to this link and you can easily access the all of those code, and you can also get the result. So using this code you can easily practice for the further. So click get link button. So mainly it generate a link. So when anyone can click on this, go to this link, then they can also access the full code, also get the result. And save button we already discussed about that. So mainly it the save your script, and run mainly it the execute your code. And reset button, click on the reset, you can see all of those will be moved. Okay, clear all of those map, also this type of file will be clear. So reset mainly it's clear map in inspector and console. And apps, so mainly it's an advanced programming on here. So mainly if you want, you can also you create the different types of web application in Google Earth Engine platform for the remote sensing analysis. Okay, so then this apps tab also will manage it. So suppose click on the view gallery. So here you can see I already create some web application about that using the Google Earth Engine platform. You can see. So just I simply want someone. Suppose click on here. So now it's one kind of web application. Also you can see the EVI, NDVI, trend inspection web application, leaf area index web application, as well as okay. Also here the water quality. So simply click on here. So this type of application we can easily create in Google Earth Engine platform, such as you can see the agriculture drought monitoring web application. In this time, you can simply select your district, which district you want to need. So simply click on here, and suppose I need this district, as well as you can simply select your time or year. Simply select the year, as well as which index you want to use to monitor the drought. You can see the SPI index, SPI index, VCI, TCI, SVI. So VCI, vegetation condition index, I select, and also put here the suppose time. Put here this suppose, and run it. So now between this time, what is the condition about this district? What is the drought risk? We can easily get from here. Okay. So now from here it show about that for this district, what is the condition about the drought, where you can find out the extreme dry, severe dry, moderate dry, normal and wet region. It automatically come, and also create the time series chart about the VCI. Okay. As well as also you can see this is another web application. So mainly it make the trends inspection chart about that. So simply click on here. So now it show about the specific coordinate, as well as also show about the what is the trend. We also get the trend line. What is the trend about that for the EVI and NDVI? We can easily get from here. Suppose click on here. Now we can get what is the condition about that trend of the EVI and NDVI. You can see it show about the low trend. So it means that day by day for this region decrease the NDVI. As well as also you can see this is another kind of application. So mainly it's about that your leaf area index. Okay. So leaf area index, we can easily monitor the leaf area index. Suppose you can simply draw the take the polygon and draw your study area. Suppose this is my study area. So now it display the result about that leaf area index, as well as also make the time series chart about the leaf area index or LAI. And also you can see the one, another web application about that water quality monitoring. So mainly in this time from here you can easily put your specific time period. Suppose I put this time, suppose January 2022, and suppose put here that in depth, I simply put here that okay, and then simply draw your region of interest. Suppose this is my area of interest, I simply select that, and now from here you can simply choose your what you want. Suppose turbidity, select the turbidity and submit. So now it show about that what is the condition about the turbidity for this water body, as well as it also show about that animation in here, changing animation, as well as also show about the time series chart, when it will be high, when it will be low. We can easily get from here. Okay, suppose you need another chlorophyll and submit. So now we can get about the what is the condition about the chlorophyll, and we are easily get the legend. You can see what is the high and low. We can easily identify. as well as suppose you want to add here the total suspended solid and submit. And you can see we can easily get the time series chart and click on here. Then you can easily download the time series data as a Excel or CSV file, or also download the PNG file format photo from here. So not only for that, there are a lot of web application easily developed in Google Earth Engine platform for the remote sensing analysis is possible to that. And mainly this apps tab is, you can see the time series chart about that. Click on here. We can easily download the data in Excel file or CSV file from here. It will say if you're right.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, recently you showed a image that detects the change of the turbidity in a specific location. How can I download this changing image from the Google Earth Engine?
Okay, change emails. So, okay, so
Yeah.
it also possible to that. So for that you have to subtract. Suppose 2 decade, you can select and then subtract and download this image.
Is there any code related to this downloading the image?
Yeah, it also possible. Suppose you this type of web application we also set about the export. So just click on here, it automatically download it in your Google Drive.
Okay.
It also possible
Yes.
to. And mainly all of those application it's managed the apps tab. Okay, so for creation of about the new web application as well as also edit this type of web application, then this apps tab is need for that. Okay? And it's called the map interactive view. Here we can get also a satellite map, Google satellite map we can also get from here. And this type of tool mainly is the hand tool for move the map, and we can easily create the point, line, polygon, this type of feature we can easily use. And the zoom in and zoom out we can easily do it in here. And this is the user interface of the code editor. Okay, okay, so I hope anyone any question in here or not for the user interface. Okay, so if there is no question, then I simply go to my next slide. So sharing skip, we already discussed about that. So just simply click on the get link button and then copy the link. Then you can send the link with other person. Then with other person also access in your code and get the result. So in this time, we talk about the basic principle of JavaScript syntax, as well as we also talk about the Python. Okay, basically in this time, we cover the JavaScript and Python, both of things at the same time, and also try to develop the code for the Google Earth Engine platform using the JavaScript and Python. So at the same time, you can easily learn the two things, JavaScript and Python, and also run the Google Earth Engine platform using the JavaScript and also Python programming. So let's go. So basically all of those programming languages, it can be JavaScript or Python or R programming or C++, all of those programming languages have some common things such as print. Okay, so all of those programming languages, we have to use a common thing is that print. It can be, it need for the Python, it need for the JavaScript, it need for the R programming, but syntax is different. Okay, as well as also string. So mainly all of this programming work for the data. Okay, this data can be string, this data can be number, this data can be boolean, true or false. Okay, so it is a common data type for all of this programming language, JavaScript, Python, R programming, or any other programming language. So mainly work for the data. This data can be string, this data can be number, this data can be boolean. Okay, and then comment. So mainly comment give you the information about the code. And all of this programming we have also need to use the comment. Mainly comment is not part of the code, but it's give the information about the code. So that's any other user when they can see their code, they can easily get the idea about the code. Okay, comment give the description about the code. And all of those programming language we also use here the comment. And list, we all of those programming language we also need to use the list. then dictionary, then function. So these type of things, as well also loop, for loop, this type of things, we use all of those programming languages. Okay, so mainly when you want to learn this type of things, then you can easily learn any types of programming language. It can be R programming, JavaScript, or Python. Okay, so in this time we talk about that JavaScript and Python. Okay, so in this time here you can see here I already get this code editor. So mainly this is our code editor. In this code editor, we can write only for the JavaScript. Okay, but we have also need to another code editor for create the Python. Okay, in this code editor, I cannot write the Python. Okay, so for that I need to create the Python API for Google Earth Engine platform. So how I can do that? It's very easy. If you want, you can use here the Jupyter notebook, or if you want, you can use here the Google Colab. So just I simply use the Google Colab. So just I simply search on the Google, suppose Google Colab, and here you can see the welcome to collaboratory. So simply click on here, and then just click on the new notebook. So now it create a new notebook, new Google Colab, and from here we can easily make the IDE for Art Engine. Okay, so mainly you can get this type of interface from here, and this is the, you can easily write your script name. Suppose I put this name is that first class. So now we need to create the environment for Python environment for Google Earth Engine API. So for that, first of all, you can simply import. So import a library, GEMap. Okay, so I simply import this library. Okay, you can see it successfully done. So mainly GEMap is a Python package for interactive geospatial analysis and visualization with Google Earth Engine. Okay, so we can simply import the GEMap package, as well as we also need to import Earth Engine package. Okay, it also done. And then simply click on here and put here the EE dot authenticate. So click on run. So now it generated a link. You can see this type of link it generate. So click on here. So mainly this link connect the server, Google Earth Engine server. Okay. So now generate the token. And I use this email for generating the Earth Engine platform. So now just simply click on the continue. And now it generated the token. I simply copy this token from here and then paste in this box. Okay, then enter. So now it's successfully authorization. You can see mainly in this time, this server is successfully connect with this environment. Okay, successfully connect. So now simply click on the new cell, and now I want to add here the EE dot. Realize. So now it's ready. Okay, so now when I simply import the GEMap package, also Art Engine, and put here the authenticate and also initialize. So now this is the ready to use the Art Engine platform. Okay, so now it's connect with that. Supposing this time I simply add the map interactive view. So for that, just take a variable map, GEMap, and now click the run. Okay. After that, I simply just print this variable map. So now it will show a map in here. Okay, so now this is the map about that we can easily get from here, interactive map. So now from here we can easily get the result, all of those result, and also display on this map. And now this is the ready to use the art engine, Google Earth Engine platform, all of those function support, and we can easily use this. So basically this is the environment of Python API environment, and this is the environment for the JavaScript API environment. So in this time, JavaScript Google Earth Engine API is more powerful code editor. This code editor is more powerful than the Python API. Okay, in this time you can get this type of things from the Python API, but JavaScript you can see very good or very powerful code editor. Okay, we can easily get this type of interview. We can easily get the script tab, docs tab, asset tab. Okay, also search bar, inspector tab. All of those things we can easily get from here easily. But in the Python we can get this type of things only for these things. Okay, nothing in here. So as a beginners, when you want to start the learning the Google Earth Engine platform, first of all you just try to learn the Google Earth Engine using the JavaScript API code editor, because it's very powerful code editor and you can easily get all of those things from here. But when you start the Python as a beginners, you face a lot of problem. Okay, so after learning all of those things from the properly using the Google Earth Engine JavaScript API code editor, then move to the Python, because Python have also some other benefit. Because using the Python we can easily access lot of powerful library such as matplotlib, pandas, crash, or we can easily access the lot of powerful library. Okay, using the Python for the data visualization. Okay, so that's why Python is also some more powerful library, but this code editor is not powerful. Okay, for the JavaScript, so for that as a beginners, when you want to start the learning the Google Earth Engine platform, first of all try to learn all of those things properly in the JavaScript API code editor, and then move to the Python. Then it's easily, you can easily learn all of those things. Okay, so let's go about that. And another thing is that all time, suppose here you can see this type of docs function. These docs or documentation, this type of function all time will be same. When you want to learn the Python or R programming or JavaScript, all time this type of function will be same. Okay, suppose when I write the code in the Python, I need to use the same code from the documentation. I use the same code all time for the JavaScript, Python or R programming. So that's why this docs tab, all of this code all time will be same when you want to use the Python, JavaScript or R programming. Okay, but this code editor is very powerful, so that's why in this time we can easily get the docs tab, all of those function. Click on here, it automatically appear it, all of those things we can easily get from here. But in this time you can see there is no benefit this type of things, so that's why you need to memorize this type of function from here and write in here, then you can easily get the result. But when you want to learn all of those things using the JavaScript API in this code editor, then you can easily move to the Python after properly learning all of those things. Okay, so let's go about that. So in this time we talk about the programming language syntax. So first of all, print. Suppose I simply print a number, suppose this number, and click to the run. I can get the result under the console tab. Okay, you can say I can get the result 2023. Okay, so mainly this number print, I can get the result in here. Okay, suppose I simply print the another things. Suppose I print my name and click to run. In this time I face the problem. It show about the Mizan is not defined. So in this time we talk about the data type. First data is work very well. There is the no problem. But second time when I put my name, I face this type of problem. Mizan is not defined. Why? Because the data type is different. First data, it's called the number data type. And second data, it's called the. And what is the string? String mainly group of character. Okay, A, B, C, D, this type of character, group of character is called the string. So you can see number data type, there is the no problem, but string, I face the problem. Okay, so now what's the solution? The solution is that you must use here the single quotation or double quotation. Okay, Yeah, suppose single quotation, or if you want to also use here the single quotation, there is no problem. Suppose in this time I simply put here that double quotation and put my name and click to the run again. In this time you can see there is no problem, it will be work. So in this time we can just remember one thing is that when you print any string, you must be used here the single quotation before start and in part, or double quotation, anyone you can use, there is no problem. And number data type, when you want to print, don't need, just write the number. Okay, so basically this is things about that. You can see the string here. We can get, when you want to print the string, must use here the single quotation start and in part. Okay, and number don't need. Okay, in this time I took about that. Okay, suppose same code I also want to run in the Python. So for the Python, what will we do? Same. Suppose for the Python, I simply use here the print and print this number and then click to the run. In this time it will be work, there is the no problem. But I also print my name. Suppose print Mijan without quotation. First time we face the problem, you can see it show the error. Okay, so you must be using the single quotation or double quotation. So now click to the run, you can see it will be work very well. Okay, okay, done. In this time we talk about the variable. So mainly what is the variable? Mainly variables are stored anything. Suppose I just simply take a variable number. Okay, in this variable number I just assign a value. You can put any value. Suppose I put the value is that 100. Okay, so in this time what happened? In this time this is a number and I put at the equal sign and assign a value. Okay, so now this value is stored in here. Okay, so this value is stored in this number. So now it's a JavaScript programming. Okay, so JavaScript programming, we have to use a keyword for define a variable name. So in this time put here the var keyword. Okay, so it's a keyword. This var keyword you all time before the variable name must use at the var keyword all time. Okay, then put the variable name. Variable name can be anything. You can put any name as a variable. There's some limitation, but almost you can use any name, no problem. So in this time var keyword, then put the variable name. You can put any name, no problem. Then put here the equal sign and then put here the value. Assign your value. Okay, suppose in this time here I can put here the var keyword. So it is a constant all time. Before the variable name must use here the var keyword. Then define the variable name. Variable name can be anything. And put here the equal sign and assign the value 100. So now I just print that. So I print that variable name because this variable is stored at the 100. So now let's check, click to the run. I can get the result 100. Okay, so now I take the another example. Suppose I take a variable name. I put this variable name is that suppose name, and I put my name, and then I simply print that. Run. In this time I can get the problem. Anyone can guess it? What is the problem in here?
The variable must be
Well, quote.
number.
Yeah. So in this time we have to use that the quotation because it's a string. Okay, so just put here that quotation and click to the run. In this time it will work. Okay, so this is the variable. So mainly variable are stored anything. It can be number, it can be string, it can be list, it can be dictionary. I go to sometime. So in this time and before the variable in JavaScript programming, we have to use at the var keyword. Okay, so now let's check about the Python. What is the Python? For the Python is the same, but in this time we don't use the var keyword for the Python. I simply copy the same things from here and paste. And in this time, don't need about the var keyword. Var keyword don't need. Okay, so simply put a variable name equal sign and assign the value. Okay, so now click to the run. In this time, we can get the result. You can see 100. Okay, so Python don't need about the var keyword, but JavaScript you must need the var keyword. So simply copy the same things from here, and I try to run this code in here. Paste. Okay, in this time, var keyword don't need because it's a Python. Okay, I remove that. So name, this is my variable name, equal sign. I assign the value. In this time, this value is the string. So that's why must be used at the quotation. Click to the run. In this time, you can get the result. You can see my name. Okay, so there is no problem. So in this time, you can see what is the difference about the JavaScript and Python. Okay, so Python don't need to use here the var keyword for define the variable name, but JavaScript programming you must be need to use here the var keyword. Okay, so it is a variable. So in this time, suppose in one variable, in this time here I can get only for the one name. Okay, but in the same variable, I also want to add here the more name. Okay, suppose I put here the more name about that. Suppose Margia. I also put here the more name. Suppose Muaj. I also put here the more name about that Inhaj. So in this time here you can see I can add the more value. Okay, I add the more value, but here I already show about that wrong. Okay, so one variable for one value is okay, but when I put here the more value, then it create the problem. So in this time, it's not work. So for that, we have to use the concept of the list. So in this time, this is my variable. In this variable, I stored all of those items. Okay, all of those items. So in this time, I make the list because one variable is only valid for one value. But when I add the more value, then it create this type of problem. So for that, I need to create the list. In this list, I add all of those items. So now how I can create the list? Very easy. Just use here the square bracket. When you put here the square bracket, then it work as a list. Okay. So now click to the run. You can see whatever I can get. In this time, I can get this type of value. Click on here. I can get the list. This type of list. So you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. It create the list. And JavaScript programming is a zero base. So it will be start the counting from 0. So here 0 refers to the first item. 1 is the second is the third is the fourth. So here you can see I more value. In this time here I can get the more value. More value I add a single variable. Use the concept of the list. And how I can create the list? Just use here the square bracket. Okay. So now the same concept also in here. Suppose I want to put here the 100. Suppose put here the 80. Suppose put here the 70. Suppose 60. Okay. In this time here you can see it already show about that this type of error. So in this time I just make a list and click the run. In this time it convert as a list. You can see. Okay, 180. I can get the list located. The same concept you also apply the make the list in here for the Python. So click on here. So now I want to add the Python for the list. Same process. Simply copy the same things. Just remove the var keyword. So remove the var keyword. Click the run. Here you can say I can get the list like that. Suppose just copy this another code. Now click to the run. In this time, it also create the list about this. So just this is the difference about that Python and JavaScript. Okay. So now we talk about that dictionary.